Welcome to Big Faces Worldwide. It's your guy Big Will. When I'm back, fam. I'm back to talk this boxing. What's good with your fam? Hey, listen, man, we got a couple fights on this weekend, but one in particular that I want to talk about, one that I think is more important than the rest of them, more relevant in the boxing community. And that's the unification bout between VASYL Lomachenko and JOSE Pedraza. Now, for those of you who are not familiar with the two, JOSE Pedraza, this will be his second fight at the weight, which is 135 pounds. JOSE Pedraza is a former IBF champion at 130. He lost this title, I believe it was January of 2017 against Gervonta Tank Davis. But since then, he's had 3 fights, man, and he's been able to put himself back into position to win another title. He went up against Ray Beltran a couple months ago, and he was able to defeat Ray Beltran for his 135-pound title, man, and he looked good doing it, man. Pedraza was showing off that fight, man. His jab was like a sniper, man. It was just, you know, straight and to the point, precise, and that's what won him the fight, man. But then at the end and towards the later rounds, man, he started unloading on Ray Beltran, man, with some very, very heavy shots. He dropped Beltran, and you know, in that last round, he was giving it to him something terrible, man. He won that fight in very, very dramatic fashion, man, in Arizona, in Ray Beltran's backyard, man. So hats off to Pedraza. Now, the guy he's going up against is VASYL Lomachenko. For those of you who don't know who he is considered by many to be the best amateur boxer ever. He's only got 12 fights. He's 11-1 with 9 knockouts. The one loss came in his second professional fight against Salido. It was a very good fight. It was a split decision loss. But since then, he's been on a rampage. He's been on a tear, man. He's fought very, very stiff competition and has proven that he is classes above every fighter he's faced, I would say, man. He made 5 fighters in a row quit on the stool, you know, and thus got the nickname Lomachenko. You know, he was making these dudes quit, made Nicholas Waters quit, who, you know, many thought would defeat Lomachenko or give him problems at least, man. He went in there and toyed with Lomachenko. Then Rigondeaux, you know, although he came up in weight, you know what I'm saying, he toyed with him, made him quit, faked a hand injury, you know. Although he came up in weight, many thought that, you know, Lomachenko would lose to Guillermo Rigondeaux. They thought that Rigondeaux's skills would be too much for the 2-time gold medal Olympic winner. Lomachenko's that dude, man. He got the goods, man. And, you know, I sit back and I think about it, man. I think about, you know, the pound-for-pound list, man. And I see why, you know, a lot of people think that Lomachenko is the #1 pound-for-pound. Although I got Terrence Crawford at #1. But, you know, a lot of people got Lomachenko at #1, man. And what he has done, you know what I'm saying, it's hard to argue, you know what I mean? It's hard to argue that the point that, you know, why people got him as #1, man. Lomachenko's the real deal, man. He goes in there and he gets things done, man. Like I said, he's won titles in 3 different weight classes. Now, remember what I said. The guy only has 12 professional fights, man, and he's won titles in 3 different weight classes. And right now, he's trying to unify against JOSE Pedraza, man. He goes into this fight as a 40-1 favorite. That tells you right there what Lomachenko's all about, man. Lomachenko has the skills to pay the bills, man, and he gives the crowd, you know what I'm saying, what they money's worth, what they paid for, man. I was very, very impressed in his last fight He went up against Jorge Linares. Now, Linares, you know, he had a couple losses on his record, but Linares can box. You know what I mean? Linares is a top fighter, you know, and Lomachenko coming up to his third weight class to 135. People, you know, wanted to see how he would deal with Linares' size. And, you know, I got to admit, Linares did give him a little problems with his size, man. He dropped Lomachenko. Lomachenko has never been dropped before, but Linares was able to drop Lomachenko. I believe it was the seventh round, something like that, man. And some people call it a flash knockdown, but me personally, I think that Lomachenko was hurt, man. If you go back and look at that replay, Lomachenko went into the corner and took the full 8 count. But credit to Lomachenko, man. He was able to come back, you know what I mean, from that knockdown and stop Jorge Linares with a body shot. You know what I mean? With the body shot, man. It was a brilliant performance. It was a brilliant fight, man. Jose Pedraza, he's moving up. He's a very good boxer, man. He only has 1 loss on his record. Like I said, that's against Tank. Tank stopped him in the 7th round. Gervonta Davis stopped him in dramatic fashion. But we all know Tank is the goods also, man. Pedraza has the size and the reach to give Lomo some problems. Now, remember me telling you this, man. Pedraza can make this fight interesting if he sticks that jab out there the way that he was sticking it out there in the Beltran fight. I do think he will lose, you know what I mean? But I wouldn't be surprised if he made it interesting, you know, for a little bit. Like I said, Lomachenko is a smaller guy. There's not that much difference in the height. You know, you could tell by a weigh-in that you know, there's not that much difference. I think Lomo's 5'7". Pedraza's listed at 5'8". Originally, I thought Pedraza was way taller than him, man. But for some reason, I don't know why I thought that. But he's only an inch tall. Excuse me, an inch taller than him, man. But I'm looking forward to a very good fight. This fight, like I said, is real significant in the division. It's a unification fight. I know a lot of people, we were hoping to get Mikey Garcia against Lomachenko, but we all know Mikey Garcia has decided to fight Earl, move up to a welterweight and fight Earl Spence. That fight's going down in March 16th. That's one of the fights that I circled on my calendar, man. I cannot wait for that fight. But, you know, Lomachenko's the real deal, man. This should be a good fight, an interesting fight. But Pedraza, I wouldn't count him out completely. You know what I mean? I want to see, like I said, Lomachenko, he had a little problems with Linares in his size advantage, man. So I'm interested to see how he handles Pedraza's size. Pedraza is a little bigger than him. You know, Pedraza has moved up in weight also, but I still think that he's a bigger guy than Lomachenko. But Lomachenko should have no problems with winning this fight, but I think it will be interesting for a little bit. And Pedraza, if he's able to stick to his game plan and stick to the jab and don't get his will broke, you know, because VASYL Lomachenko, he's known to break guys' will. Like I said, he made 5 guys in a row quit on their stool, and these was high level, top-notch fighters, man. He made them quit in the corner and say no mas, like Roberto Duran, you know, and Sugar Ray Leonard, man. So Lomachenko, you know, he should win this fight. He should win it. I don't think that he's going to knock Pedraza out. I think Pedraza is durable enough to withstand Lomo's assault, just because he's a smaller guy coming up in weight. But like I said, I wouldn't be surprised if Lomachenko defeats Pedraza mentally and is able to stop him that way. But if Pedraza goes in there and fights and give his 100%, I do not see Lomachenko being able to stop him. And if he did, I would be further impressed with this guy who has done already so many amazing things in his short professional career, man. So I'm looking forward to that fight. That's on ESPN, and that is Saturday night. But I'm going to leave off right there, man. This is your boy, Big Will, and you have been watching Big Faces Worldwide. If you're not yet a subscriber to my channel, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon so you can be notified when I'm dropping new videos. Peace.